I want to thank you guys for subscribing to this channel. I really don't know where it's going. I can't really tell you what I'll be doing here or how often I'll be posting here. One thing I can tell you is that there will be a lot of ums, because I can't chop those out like I do in my regular videos. And I also add notes, which I don't normally do. I haven't done that since my first couple videos, and it's mainly because I want to make sure I hit all the points that I want to discuss, and I can't just insert stuff back in that I forgot to talk about. For the record, I'm not trying to start a vlog war here. I'm not trying to surround anyone's internets, which is odd. The plural, that just drives me insane. I guess because it's like Ned Beatty saying props for my peeps at the Golden Globes, or any Caucasian person saying you go girl. It just seems wrong. I digress. This is not an attack, an act of aggression, whatever anybody wants to call it, you know. But if anybody feels the need to come back at me, and they can't just understand this is my opinion, not an attack, you know, do what you gotta do. I guess, you know, where I come from, they say I ain't scared. And, you know, just be warned. You know, I'm pretty hardcore, streetwise. You know, I've seen 8 Mile like 3 or 4 times. I even own it on DVD, so just be aware of that. Victor is a friend of mine. I am pretty loyal to Victor. Not that I would jump through hoops for him, but Victor and Roger, those two guys really helped me get my foot in the door. They were 2 of my first 4 subs. They were the first guys that I really interacted with that really kind of showed me the ropes and helped me get going on here. So I am pretty loyal. You know, I'm not going to lie about that, and I'm up front with that. I guess this is the part where I'd say in the interest of full disclosure in my regular videos. The Kid Parker thing, I got to tell you, you know, there were funny parts in there. Kid Parker is hilarious. He's got great timing. The only reason I don't subscribe to him is because of, his videos are 10 minutes, and I've only got like 2, maybe 3 people and their friends that I subscribe to make 10-minute videos. It's just kind of a personal rule of mine. I don't have time to watch a ton of stuff, and you know, that's just one of the things. I just don't. Anyway, it's a time thing. You know, what Kid Parker does, and Mike and Bob, they have a niche. You know, I heard somebody called them one-trick ponies, whatever, but I just don't agree with that. I just think they got a niche, and they're good at what they do, and the people that sub to them, they know what they do, and they know what they're getting. You know, that's kind of the point of this channel, was to have another place to do stuff like this, and people would at least know what they're getting, and not expect high entertainment value. You know, the thing with Kid Parker video is about 80%, maybe 90% of it's just rhetoric. I'm not sure exactly what inspired it, but I know that the entire focus seems to be on trolling and that he's a fake. The trolling thing blows my mind, I guess, because you have friends that are trolls. I have friends that are trolls. Half of Mike's room on an average night is trolls. And I don't have an issue with them because, to be honest, they're creative. And I guess the thing is, I don't know if Victor trolls, but I know a lot of your friends do. I know when you put the soldiers to work, your trolls go to work, they spam, they move your videos up in the most discussed, and I'm not offended by that. I don't really care. If people are motivated and care about what you do enough to do that type of thing, then that's cool. I think the whole troll issue, though, is ridiculous. I don't do it. You know, I have this account, my regular account, and I have another account for friends, and some of you may or may not come across that. I don't promote that one. But the other thing is the phony and fake thing. You know, I got to tell you that the 2 big just parts I thought was really dumb. You need to research. You know, Mike, for the most part, Bob, you know, when they come with stuff, you know, they come strong. They flame people, whatever. But I think they do their homework most of the time. You just didn't do your homework. The Kev Jumba thing, I remember when Kev Jumba was featured on Victor's channel, he had maybe like 30 subs. When he got featured on the actual front page, when Victor was guest editor, he had maybe 200 or something. And I just know that because around the time I was pretty disappointed I wasn't featured. Because Victor had featured me on his channel, and I was disappointed I wasn't featured on the front page. I wasn't mad about it, I wasn't going to stomp my feet, but there were a lot of those people that were featured around the time, that time on his channel, got featured when he was editor. And I just remember Kev Jumbo was around, he had a little more than me at the time, so I'm thinking it was 100 to 200 subs. He got 5,000 subs in a day, and it's not crazy. This site is based off of kids. He's a young, good-looking Asian kid. There's a lot of Asian users on the internet. We have a mutual friend. If she chose to, you know, she's part Asian, she's a funny, attractive young girl. She could be huge if she made a certain type of video. There's no doubt in my mind. That's not her thing. But if she wanted to, she could be huge on that alone. Same thing with Apple Milk. A couple hundred subs at the time. But she's an attractive young female that speaks Japanese. Again, appealing to the Asian market and the young market. they blew up. It's just grown exponentially from there. You guys know you have enough subs that the more subs you have, the more subs you get. That's just kind of the law of accumulation. It's the way it works. More of your stuff shows up in search engines, it's attached to stuff, more people respond. It's not rocket science. It's just, that's the way it works. Kev Jumbo has like 35,000 or something now. I haven't looked at his account. I don't really watch his stuff in a couple weeks, and it jumped 10,000 in a couple weeks. You know, so that was pointless. You made a big deal out of that. That was pointless. When you say people take stuff too serious and then you get upset, and this was something that really got me. This goes with Mike or any of these guys. You can't say other people are paranoid and get paranoid and accuse everybody of trolling you. And it might be your own trolls, because these people are protective and territorial. They fight with each other. You see it on your channel. This troll goes after this troll and says this person doesn't eat, and this troll hates this person because they think they're getting more attention. You know, that's just the way it works. And what makes you think they wouldn't troll you if you pissed them off that day, if you gave somebody else more attention? And Mike, you know, I think you made the same point. You know, the only difference in your video and Parker's is Parker's are probably funnier, you know, but I mean, your style is different. You said bitch probably 30 times, you know, that's, you know, whatever. Going back to Parker's a little bit, the thing that I thought was really funny to me, not intentionally funny, was when he's like, oh, it's open season. You know, almost, it's like the Jets and the Sharks in West Side Story. Almost hear like, you know, it's not like a musical. You know, it's so, and maybe I'm wrong on all this. Maybe it's all for the lulz, and I missed out on it. But Mike, you know, the thing that really got me was you brought the Friendly Geek into it, and Heavy Metal Goat, Wikitayo, you know, whatever you want to call him, but Jordy, that's what I called him when I corresponded with him on a regular basis. I don't know if that's his real name, I doubt it. Jordy feeds off the drama. You know, he's a master manipulator. He knows exactly what he does. When I think Jordy found me off of the Brett King videos or whatever, but he used to push me. Hey, tell Brett this. Hey, you know, do this. You know, he was going to Brett saying, you know, that's what he feeds off of. He loves it. He loves to play off of that stuff, and he's good at it. He can generate hits. He knows how to do his thing. I wouldn't believe much of anything he says. That's just my opinion. You know, I know that I've been told things that were inaccurate. Jordy threw a tantrum basically when Victor featured me. He was upset, sent me some stuff, and then shortly after that he said Victor's trying to get me banned. I asked him why, and he told me to go fuck myself or something to that effect. You know, like a 10-year-old kid. And that's the last time we had correspondence, because I asked him what he did, and he took it as I was accusing him. And I just wanted to know, because we used to correspond a lot. And I think it's because he knows I'm in people's face about certain things, and I talk about controversial issues, and he wanted to, he feeds off of that. He was trying to get things stirred up and jump in with it, you know. But just bringing him up, you're not going to get a lot of support with that. And, you know, Jordy's my friend. Nobody knows if Jordy's their friend, because for several months I had a lot of correspondence, and over one little thing, one sentence, he stomped his foot and took his ball and went home. And, you know, I don't know, and maybe it's for show. Like I said, he's about the drama. You know, I don't know if he thought I would come after him or whatever, but I didn't really care about it enough to. The other thing, I guess, you know, I don't know if you guys could have went after a more vanilla or less deserving person. When I say that, it's not that, you know, I think Victor's boring or whatever. It's just, you know, unless you went after me, you know, I guess you got plenty. Hey, if you need to, anybody that's going to launch freedom missiles over my head, you know, yeah, I chew gum, I need to shave, I wear a ball cap, I have a southern accent, you know. There's your ammo. You know, do what you got to do, but that's not the point of this. And that's not what, you know. I guess I didn't come into stick cam and talk about it because I didn't want to come in and have everybody throwing crap at me from every direction and trying to get an emotional reaction, not a rational response. But I'll be back there if I'm not on permaban or something because I have a different opinion. I don't dislike you guys. I like you guys. Bob, you know, I think Bob's hilarious. We have a lot in common. You know, at least the sports thing. I know that annoys the hell out of people, and I don't really care. You know, I like basketball. But same thing with Mike. I don't think you're a horrible person. You know, I know you're a dad and stuff, and I respect you for, you know, a lot of the stuff you do. You know, you work for a living, which everybody can't say that. The other thing that brought up, I guess, that really bugs the hell out of me is the thing like, oh, I'm sure Victor's crying over Roger. Anybody that knows Roger knows that was for the lulz. I haven't talked to Roger. I know that. That's not how Roger does business. You know, Roger's a cerebral assassin. He is good at verbal aikido. He can take somebody down in a heartbeat, and if he wanted to, he would have. And that's not what he did. And you know that, and I know that. And anybody on the outside that doesn't get that, you're just being intellectually dishonest with them.